Hi everyone, this is Ramakrishna. Here I am going to teach you how to become a data analyst. First of all, you need to know that what are the importance of the data and data analysis. To know the data analysis part, you become a data analyst. After came to I will teach you. To understand the key roles of data analysis and to understand the responsibilities, what are the key points and the key roles you need to perform excellent and understandable manner. So first of all, you need to foundation you need to build. So basics onwards you can start. Understanding the roles, what is data analysis and responsibilities of data analyst, basic computers, and you need to work on the Excel skills. Excel skills means like formulas, tables, pivot tables, charts. We need to perform to clean the data and analyzing the Excel. So here you need to do multitasking to cleaning the data of the Excel. So here tools are using you need to technical skills needed. SQL is a database querying. From here we need to select where you need to insert and delete update. So where we want to combine the data, where we want to group by data and order by data. We are using left joins like joins we are inserting and outer join, left join. Joins are required to perform and subqueries and window functions also. We need to practice on MySQL and one more is PostgreSQL. So here we need to comes under database SQL is the querying and comes under Python. We need to learn variables, loops, and functions. Python basics is like a libraries you need to focus. So here libraries are pandas, NumPy, Matplotlib, Seaborn. These are the main four Python libraries you can learn your own. So here pandas means it will be cleaning the data and manipulation. NumPy is a numerical data. That means numbers. Matplotlib means plotting method. That means charts and graphs. My Matplot libraries can be perform the through graphs and histograms. Seaborn is like a visualization part to visualize the data. So here come to data visualization. Here using BI tools and Tableau. Here how gonna work it is means importing the data and after that to focus on dashboard. Dashboard means you how can perform means you need to see the data how visual it will happen and reports and insights. It perform the what data and how to work it, how the working is happening. It shows the dashboards. Reports means you need to know the all details and it explain the insights of the data. Come to data cleaning and analytical skills. It means handling missing data, outlier and detection, EDA. It is the one of the method to clean the data, exploratory data analysis. Here the using metrics for the business analysis and KPI understanding, key points understanding. That means you need to uh, outlayer the data. That means what you need to came out to perform well and you give the overview of the data. This is all about the outlier detection. This is the and after that you going to projects and portfolio. First of all, you need to work on a project means you need to create like so our example salesman analysis detection or dashboard, customer insights with SQL using Python, EDA. You can collect raw data from the Kaggle dataset and Power BI using interactive report. Soft skills are main key roles. You need to perform domain knowledge like different area, different sectors. You can perform finance and marketing, sales and healthcare, etc. To communicate these knowledge data to explore the by using storytelling and explaining the insights. Like you need to mention these skills also on resume, LinkedIn portfolio, and interview preparation also more helpful for this job preparation. How interview questions will be may ask case studies, business scenarios, and so on. So the fight that means SQL and Python and Power BI statistics and these are you need to perform. You need to understand what how they are processing, how they are reacting, how they are angry. That means performing. These are main performance metrics to analyze the data. Moreover, deep into the data analysis. What is data analysis? Who is a data analyst? If you don't know anything about data, don't worry. By end of the session, you get a clarity and confidence. You need to understand the key points of the data. Here, what is data? Data analysis. What is data analysis? Every company today collecting data, like for example, customer data, sales data, feedback data, and more, etc. etc. But data means you need to collect starting onwards. We can call it as a raw data. It's just a number and text. Data analysis is a process of converting the data, that means raw data, into useful insights of decisions making to move analysis part to understand it gives the collecting, cleaning, interpreting data by through decision making to solve the business problems. For example, you can assume your imagine a shop owner. Imagine a shop owner sees daily sales data. If he analyzes the data, he can find how they're working, how it processing, which data sales are high, which product sales is most selling, what should he store the data, that means stocks. So that is data analysis. What is data analyst? The difference is slightly. That means meaningful data comes under data analyst is a professional who looks at data and tells the company what is happening, why it's happening. The main responsibilities collect the data, cleaning the data, analysis data, visualizing the data, and these all comes under presenting the insights, collecting the data from the Excel or different databases, cleaning the data. Cleaning the data means removing the errors, handling the missing values, error duplicates, nuns, null values, and so on. Cleaning the data. It is a main role to perform. Without cleaning, you cannot understand. Analyzing the data. Analyzing the data means finding the trends of the patterns and Visualization data means creating a chartboard dashboards, and you need to present the project how through PPT or PDF we can present helps the decision making. It differs. If you are trying to explain the project means you need to question yourself how they are going to question me, how they are working, how they are processing. These all are you need to perform. A data analyst is a data translator who converts the numbers into business stories. And finally, you need to tell better understandable, like you can support. That means you can take example storytelling. And this is all about data analyst. Here are data analysts using tools like to become a data analyst, you don't need programming at the start. That means you start with tools, basic tools, essential tools you need to grow up and booming the upgrade your skills. Data handling is one of the skill to minimize the data to maximize the data. That means you need to process the data to understandable. We can take a Excel, that is one of the format, and JSON format. We can understand databases. Database is a storage. That means we can store the data into one data. It forms many sub datas, or like we can take a uh, oh, SQL. That means structured query language. These data can store many datas into one database. This is one of the example. Come to programming, we can process the through Python, C, Java, whatever you need to want. Here Python, we can perform pandas and numpy main roles. These two perform to clean the data, to evaluate the numbers. Come to visualization part, Power BI. Do you know Power BI? Power BI, Power BI is a tool. That means visualization part we can perform. That means you need to create any reports or dashboard. We can use Power BI, and also Tableau also it can be usable. I will uh, give you example and I will show how it's going to work a data analyst and a data analysis with the help of example. Step by step I can teach you. Now real world example, let's talk about example like Swiggy or Amazon. They analyze the orders to find which city orders more, more and most sales orders happen at the overnight, on which food item is most popular. How the data can be converted into different forms. How that reduce the delivering the time. You can visualize the data by through analysis. You need to perform some metrics. That means all these decisions are made using data analytics. So data analyst, you can perform these all to do, make sure focus on it. Why should learn data analysis? It is high demand, right? If it is not demanded means you can't choose that one. You can choose different one. You can choose web development, back and front and full stack. And it is also high salary. Data analysis is a high salary role job role. In nowadays every industry booming up. So no coding background required to start, to use different tools and some small metrics you can perform data analyst. Okay. Make sure make sure that you need to work on the project. You need to more performance needed to process the data. Now I am going to show example. Okay, wait and see. Okay, for example, I have done one project. I will going to show you. Okay, you can understand in better way. Okay, this is a problem statement. To build a this is a problem statement to build a visualization the salary data set. Okay, analyzing part is this is the data set will help you understand to complete the information. Employee who are in the company and this is the employee data set. This data set contains these are columns. We call the names. These are you can use it here. Okay, next you can observe here analysis part dataset. I am going to here using Google Color. Okay, the dataset converts into content drive. This is the link of the dataset, and after that, I need all necessary Python packages before I go into running the dataset. I'm going to import the data to connect the dataset path link. Here these are the libraries. Okay, importing the data Python using these libraries pandas, seaborn and matplot numpy to saving the data key here data is equal to pd dot csv. This is a format read dot csv. I need salary data. So here you can observe here data. Yeah, visible, right? Okay, data means it will show all data, but here you can see the starting five columns, five rows and last five rows. Here you can observe the rows and columns, how many rows, how many columns it will be visible. And I need the first five rows of the data set. So this is a function you can perform to get the data means data head function. This is the data first five columns. And next I need last five columns of the data. This is the tail function. You can perform these last five rows. It will showing, right. This is one of the function. You can use simple terms functions also. You need to get information of the salary data using command data info means it shows all the data columns and data rows. Columns they mention the names, year and experience level, employment type. These are the column names. It can be showing the how many null, how many non-null. This is the data type. Here we are using into 64-bit and object. This is one of the data type. Here you are you are seeing, right. It's visible, right. I need to describe the data. That means how the data can be calculated, how the matrix will be performed. So here count how much, how many counts. That means how many years, how many salary, how much salary, USD. You can see here. Here calculating the mean and standard deviation, minimum, maximum, and how much percentage I need to calculate. This is the basics one it's showing. After that, I need to check is there is null or not. That means empty data we can call as a null. Empty column also we can call as a null. This is the uh, function data null. Data is null or not. It's showing right a zero. That means we can call as a um, we can call as a non-null. That means correct data. We can if it is null means it will show the numbers 1, 2, 3 like that. There is no nulls. So uniqueness data function that means it shows different one. It combines the that means we can call as a different numbers different. It shows the different values. That is a uniqueness. On data columns that means index. Do you know index? Index we can call as a columns of the names all the data into index format. So here we need to know the what are the inside of the index names and what are the uh, columns you can see here. And this is the index data dot index. This is the one of the function shows a range of the index start that means starting point 02 and so on. Stop means end of the a point, that means 3755. This is the step. This is the one of the step. That means Python we can using the start step and stop. We can here you can observe this step we can going to give the value step value. If it is not mentioning means it will take one automatically. Or data shape, data size, length of the data, and I am going to here explain the matplot library. The already I explained right in starting on us. It will show the graphs and matplotlibs, median mode, metrics calculation, and this is the data form. Salary, how much salary, increasing how much salary. You can observe here through graph and bar graph also. What's up here? And this is the one of the graph job title. Here showing the salary data is using pie charts. This is the one of the importing auto. That means figure out the pie chart. You can see here. These are the salary. Here you can observe the salary. Principal data scientist, ML engineer, data scientist, applied scientist. So you can vary the data. Plotting salary. That means different experience level salary. The here you are going to see two colors. One of the is experience level salary. One more is job title salary. You can see here. Okay. So this is the data visualization part for the data analysis to check the modifying the data column, matplotlib, cban, pandas. You can here using this all about the data analysis. One of the example I'm going to show in this. Okay. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment on below comment section if you have any doubts means this is the introduction part. I'm going to showcase our skills. On next part I'm going to explain the into deep manner. Thank you for watching.